Hi, alright folks, welcome back to Glesga News. Right, this is a story by Rory Cassidy. Alright Rory, your story made it, pal. Other thing I'd like to mention is that any of the pictures depicted in this video are not my property. In particular, this image here of this degenerate is an image by PDEN. I'm not, is that the Paisley something or other? But they deserve credit for all their pictures. But anyway, let's get into the story. Okay, so this is another one of these horrible stories, but I just wanted to bring this particular one to your attention because it's kind of unique in the audacity of some of these people and some of the things they get their lawyers to say in their defence. So this face here that you can see there, right? He's a convicted paedophile, right? He's for Paisley. Something shady about that Paisley. No, I'm only joking. I was born in Paisley, so you know. That's the last time I was in it, right enough. So anyway, the headline is paedophile, whatever way you want to pronounce that, who said child abuse images calmed him down, is angered by police complaint over his internet account. David Baldwin was left outraged after social workers told police he's had an internet installed at his home. He'd had an internet. He's had the internet. It takes me back. I remember, you know, I phoned up a phone shop once and I says, can I help you? So I says, I'd like one of the internets, please. And they went, what? I says, oh, I want an internet. Everybody seems to be getting one. This was in the early days. And they says, no, you need to get it installed in your house. I says, well, I want one. Anyway, never mind that, right? Fucking probably need to delete that. Never mind. So let's deal with this degenerate, right? So, as I say, the story is really around the fact that he's been closely monitored after a conviction. We'll go into his conviction in a minute and why he got convicted. But he's not allowed to have the internet, because obviously people of that disposition are very likely to reoffend. And this is exactly the scenario that's come about, although he didn't, as far as I know, he didn't download anything. But a sex creep, who I would call a fucking paedophile, who claimed he downloaded a horrific horde of child sex abuse files to relieve his stress, has been slammed by a judge for his attitude after being spared jail. Baldwin, 60, was placed on a community payback order. He was lucky he didn't get the jail last year after he was found to have downloaded the illegal images over a 6-year period. So they've grabbed his computer and they've found images that stretch back. He's been downloading the images that stretch back over a 6-year period. I suppose you got that. I suppose I didn't need to say that, but you know. When I hear a story, I like somebody to explain that kind of stuff to me because I'm not that quick. Anyway, he was told he would be monitored in the community by social workers and had to do unpaid work. So he didn't get the jail. He was released into the community. But he was left incensed after social workers informed the police he'd had the internet installed at his home. And he was blasted over the outburst when he appeared in the dock at Paisley Sheriff Court on Monday for a review of his progress on the order. Sheriff David Pender said, I know you were very unhappy that the social work contacted the police about the installation of the internet at your home. The public have to have confidence that people like yourself are being supervised, and if the police pay you a visit, they're perfectly entitled to do so. And that's right. Otherwise you'd be in the jail, you manky paedophile bastard, right? The judge then warned Baldwin that he could still be caged over the offences at future review hearings. He said, if I get a community payback order review report in similar terms, I may have to revoke the order and send you to jail. Baldwin was snared by child protection officers after downloading vile abuse photos onto his computer on 2 occasions 6 years apart. He was found to have 34 accessible images, 24 of which were assessed at being the most extreme there is. He obtained the images between October 2013 and November 2019 at his home in Paisley, near Glasgow, and the lawyer said he'd gone looking for child abuse photos twice when he was feeling low. Now, we'll get into why. I mean, I don't accept the lawyer should be saying that, right? What do you mean you wanted to see children being raped? You were feeling low, so in order to raise your spirits, you want to see children being raped. If I was a lawyer, it wouldn't matter. I would put it in those terms. Then I wouldn't say, I wouldn't cloak it like this. And the lawyer said he'd gone looking for child abuse photos when he had been feeling low. I would have said, you know, Your Honour, my client has suggested that the reason he searched for photographs or images of children being raped was that he was feeling low. Say it as it is, because your client doesn't do any. It doesn't do your client any good if you cloak it in language. Say it how it is, and that's what lawyers should do in cases like this. Unless their client's pleading not guilty. But you cannot have mitigating circumstances cloaked like that. He said he did it in 2013 when things were bad for him, and again in 2019 when he was at a low ebb. So what does that mean then? Why would somebody do that? So look, they consider that porn, don't they? So if I'm looking at porn, it's because I'm interested in, fucking self-relief, or I've got 3 women here with me and we all want to watch porn together, right? Right, so it's generally sexually motivated. It's getting your rocks off. So really the lawyer is saying to the judge, he likes to get his rocks off to children being raped when he's on a downer. How is that a fucking defence? Right? I mean, if I was a judge, I'd give him airtime for that. In fact, I'd be looking at the lawyer, disbarring him. This was done at very bad points. Who gives a fuck about the bad points in his life? He's looking at children being raped, for fuck's sake. Right? The journalist here should be pointing that out. That's something that needs to be pointed out, rather than just parrot the story. Tell us what you think. You could add a paragraph here, Rory. Why on earth a barrister, it's not a barrister in this case, a solicitor, would cloak child rape in such language? It bemuses me, bemuses. I've never been able to use that word bemuses before. It just occurs to me. That's just me, really, So when sentenced in September, Baldwin was placed on the sex offenders register for 3 years, banned from having any contact with children under 17, and told to perform 300 hours, I wish it was 300 years, hours of unpaid work within 3 years. He got off it, didn't he? I mean, he hadn't touched any kids or anything like that, but, God help us, he could have been close to doing that, and he's probably fantasised about that. Well, only when he's feeling low, though. He was also told to attend the Moving Forward Making Changes programme, which works with sex offenders, and he was banned from using any device capable of accessing the internet without prior permission. And that's what it boils down to. So he found himself getting shirricked by the judge because he went and got the internet, unauthorised access to the internet. So anyway, I just thought I'd bring that one to you. Another shocker. The next story I think is going to be about this dude here, Tobin. Apparently he's sort of hinted at a few things. He's a fucking animal, that guy, by the way. He's killed a lot of women, raped people and all that. He's a real disaster, that guy. Anyway, listen. Let's have another look at this bastard's face. There he's there. Apparently it's for Paisley. Anyway, folks, if you like the content, hit the like button, share and subscribe, because that's what I've got to say about that bastard. Peace out. How dare you!